Hello and welcome to 11th and Delphi. Today we are going to be doing a general reading for the healers and anyone in the healer energy. Healer energy is typically people that do Reiki, people that consider themselves shamans, parents, really. I don't know, I want to say comedians, like entertainers. They could also be in the healer energy. I don't know why comedian is coming out really strong right now. But today we are going to be checking on your general energy, just doing a check-in, see how everything's going. We're going to be doing love and money, and then we'll wrap it up with things that, like, seeing what's in your blind spot. Like, what haven't you been able to see? Like, things you need to be aware of, stuff like that. All right. So what do we have for the healers? Oh, before I started your video, I was getting major Cancer vibes, like the zodiac sign Cancer. So I don't know if you guys are, like, if you could be a Cancer, or if there's, I would check and see if there's Cancer in your chart anywhere, or just research like the Cancer energy. I feel like you guys are going to be in it, where it's more of that nurturing, homey feel, where it feels very warm and in the house and making good meals and just being around the people that you love. I feel like you might need a little bit of rest with the people that you love. You may even need to go, you know how some people have those the family members or the group of friends that they go to when they need rest, because they know that they'll, they can provide for them for a minute. They know that they'll cook for them for a little bit. Like, you just might need to hand the baton over to someone else for a second and just relax. Like, just take a minute. Oh, interesting. All right, can you tell us, tell us more about this rest for the healers? Tell us more about this rest for the healers. All right. Tell us more about the rest for the healers. All right, so we have the Two of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles, sorry. And the Hermit. So I feel like this is like an internal battle. And I know that it usually doesn't mean that, but that's the energy that I'm getting with the Two of Wands. It just feels like you're kind of looking out and you're like, I could do this, but I could do this. I could take a minute, slow down, rest, or I could get right back to the grind. I could, but I could. Like, that's the energy that I'm getting. And that you're in, where you're kind of like, I don't know. If you needed a sign that it's okay to rest, it is okay to rest, okay? It is all right. It is very much so needed, especially as a healer. You have to do these things from a full cup. You can't overextend yourself. And I feel like rest is part of the things that healers like preach, right? It is very, very, very necessary for you to care for yourself. And if you have healer friends around you, or just a supportive family that can kind of help you out for a little bit, reach out to them. Like, take your minute, take a little bit of time. And then we have the Hermit card here. So I'm getting two things. This could be like, it's time to sharpen your axes. So it's time to go within, relax, read those books that you've been meaning to read, take those classes that you've been meaning to take, like really like heighten your, I heard, what is that about? heighten your senses, and I saw you kind of doing like a flushing, like drinking lots and lots and lots of water, and trying to like flush your system out a little bit. So it may be time to just do one of those where you're just sharpening your axes, you're taking care of yourself, you're reading this book you've been meaning to read, and it feels like this is what's going to help you take the rest. If you're saying it, if you tell yourself that you are taking the rest so that you can be better at work, that's fine. Whatever you need to tell yourself, as long as you take the rest, yeah, you can read. Yeah, you can like flush your body and take these beautiful baths and all this good stuff. Sorry, I'm seeing like preparations of like these detoxing baths and stuff. So I feel like it will only benefit you to do this. It'll only benefit you. It'll only benefit your practice. It's definitely necessary. So go ahead and take your rest, okay? And while you're taking your rest, you may want to just take a peek and wonder why you feel guilty for resting. Just take a peek at it. Got the High Priestess that keeps wanting to come out. While you rest, or while you go ahead and, while you rest, there may be some deep healing that takes place. Just because it's like you're choosing a higher timeline by resting. So you kind of get a little upgrade there. What can you tell us about money and love? Tell us about money of love. Okay, what can you tell us about money and love? No, it's too all right. Have the Death card. Death card, 2 of Wands, 9 of Swords. Death card, 2 of Wands, 9 of Swords. All right. I mean, I don't get it, but I feel like you need permission to end something. Like, I feel like you need an out, or you need a reason. This is how you feel. Like, it's not reality, but I'm saying that you feel like you need an out, you need a reason, you need something. And I'm not sure, I don't know what's going on in your situation, but I definitely say if you are kind of in between ending things or them wreaking havoc on your mind, maybe this is about work. I could see that. Maybe it's about work. Let's see if I can clarify it a little bit more. At first I was getting that was the love portion, but it very well may be about work. But I'm going to get a little bit more information before I put my foot in my mouth. All right, can you tell me more about this? Can you clarify it? I'm just gonna say it. So I feel like you've met someone. You've met someone that wasn't, maybe you're in a relationship right now. That's why it's so tough. Or maybe you feel like you don't deserve this. But you've met someone and you're interested in them, and maybe it's driving you a little crazy. I think coming on to 5D and people that deal with the telepathy and intense connections and stuff like that. It may be something like that to where you're like, oh, is this my twin? But I already have a twin, or this is a really intense connection, or I feel like I love this person. I've had 3 conversations with them. Oh, this is just too much. And I get that. I get it. If you feel like it's just too much and you're not, I feel like your wheels are already coming out from under you and it hasn't been like you're not comfortable with it. It's just too much. And I would say, human to human right now, I would say just have an open and vulnerable conversation. Just say how you feel. Like voice what's going on. And I feel like this may be a catalyst for some growth for you, whether it works out or not with this person. Let's see if I can get some more info here. Whether it works out or not, I feel like this is a catalyst for growth. So look at it that way. When you feel that way, you start to feel like, yeah. We have the Ace of Swords, and this is just clarifying this top portion. We have the Ace of Swords, the 2 of Swords, and the Justice card. So I feel like you may be torn between just saying how you feel, like truly just being open and vulnerable and just being like, I don't understand what's going on, but this is how I feel. And between, and this is kind of the Death card, like Scorpio energy too, or just making them uncomfortable. Like we're both going to be uncomfortable in this situation. If I'm uncomfortable, then you're going to be uncomfortable. And I think there's a clear, like higher road and like, I don't know, immature road there. But do whatever you want. I would definitely recommend just being vulnerable if you can. Talk to them if you can. And if you can't, I'm hearing you can't. Like that's not an option. If that's not an option right now, then see this as a catalyst for growth and just see if you feel like you have to just walk away, you feel like you just have to not deal with this anymore, then fine. Like it's not going to be the death of anyone, but don't let it stop there and continue to look and see at yourself and just see what's going on there. Like what triggers was that touching? Why did I get so weird? Like what woundage were we touching with that? That was so weird, right? But don't feel like that is you. Like don't identify with this clusterfuck of like flailing and fucking feeling weird. Don't identify with it. You're facing a wound right now. And that's okay. We have the Four of Wands, the 8 of Swords, and the World card. I actually want to clarify this a little bit more. Because what I'm getting is, it feels like your finances and your home life, like the things that you need as far as lights, water, food, shelter, all of that good stuff is taken care of. Like it is taken care of and it will be taken care of. You're fine. But I feel like this 8 of Swords is like making me feel otherwise. Okay. So with the 4 of Wands here, I feel like everything is taken care of. It'll be fine. And with the World card here, I feel like this is like the end of something, like the traditional wrapping up a cycle. But this 8 of Swords is really getting me. I feel like it's like a pest almost. Like why would that be there? Like why would the 8 of Swords energy be here? Like what is it? Let's see. Let me clarify the 8 of Swords. Okay. honest. I think, yeah, we just talked about this earlier. Yeah. This is, it's, okay. You know how they say we have confirmation and low frequency, but this confirmation reminds me of like the body, like something going on with the body. And what I feel like there is a certain, when it comes to money and your stability and your needs being met, there is an emotional security here. Like you got it. Like you're not freaking out about it anymore. You know your needs will be met. There's a mental like stability here. You got it. You understand what you need to do. You understand like everything up here, like thought wise and emotion, you have under control. It's your body. Your body is still holding on to like the reactions. Like there's still like muscle memory of, oh, when we're in this situation, our body feels like this. And that's why it can feel like it just, you may be in a situation where it just doesn't feel good in your body right now. You may feel tense and aches and low energy and not being able to do as much of this and not being able to do as much as that, not staying on top of your list. You know how we all have stuff that we have to do within the day. And we got It's on the way, clarifying that. We have It's on the way and your downloads and the revelations and stuff like that. And what I'm getting with these two is the detox that we mentioned earlier and the rest that we mentioned earlier, to really take the time and work on your body. That's what's going to get you out of this energy. Okay. And I feel like with taking that rest, it is going to, or even if it's just a detox and rest happens to be part of the detox, that's going to help your reality match up, like your body catch up to reality in a way. You may still be holding on to certain things in your body. Let's see, the last little section we're going to do is what's in your blind spot. What are you not aware of right now? Ooh, oh my gosh, that was a pain. It went up like my neck, I guess. My goodness. All right, what are the healers? What's in the healer's blind spot? So you may need someone to help you like cleanse, Reiki, or like remove some energy from your back. So I got a really tough pain that went up my back. And that very well could be your blind spot, because we're so good, like healers are so good at healing ourselves, but the back might be an issue. I was also told by someone that there are certain, like, I forgot what they're called, but they're like little nodes on your body where you can like kind of press and release some energy and stuff. So if you feel like foam rolling or tennis balls and rolling on your back and stuff, if you feel like energy's kind of getting congested back there, you could do that. And I know some people, like, I know I'm moving and I see it, but I can't quite say it. Like the corners in your house, you could get your back on there. But I really like doing tennis balls or a foam roller. Foam roller is a little bit harder. Tennis balls are easier to do on the wall or do while you're standing up. Okay, what's in the blind spot? I feel like that's it, honestly. What's in the healer's blind spot right now? What do they need to be aware of in their blind spot? All right. Ooh, we're not gonna take this one. Yeah, the Hierophant, the Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Swords in reverse, and the Four of Cups. I feel like there may need to be some boundaries put on work. Like, I feel like there needs to be some, like, this is when I say no. This is a job that I cannot take. This is when I start to feel like this, I am not working anymore. I feel like there is more times where you need to say no. You need to get comfortable saying no. Or even if you are not the person for the job, they say you're not the person for the job. And feel relieved in that. Feel relieved that you are not the person for every job. My goodness. How beautiful is that? You actually get your rest. Could you imagine being the person that everyone comes to for every single job? No. And I feel like there's like a spreading yourself thin type of energy here, and thinking that that's what you're supposed to do. It's not. It's not what you are supposed to do. When you do that, you're cheating yourself and the people that you're helping. So take the time, fill your cup, and when your cup overflows, that's when you're like, well, I don't want to just waste it. So that's when you start giving to others, because your cup's overflowing. You have enough. And I think this may be a good time for you to be honest about what is enough for you and when is your tank getting a little low. Like, just really take the time to gauge and see what your boundaries are. Okay. I also heard there may be a need to adjust the schedule a little bit if you work for yourself. So we're going to get a couple of advice cards. One from the Divination of the Ancients and a couple from the Postcards of the Liminal Space. Postcards from the Liminal Space. All right. What advice do we have for the healers? Awesome. All right, so we have Shagai. I never know how to pronounce that. I should probably look at it. Shagai, Fragmented. Which is, actually, I'm going to take these two. Which is the card for, like, your pain. What am I saying? I was going to say your pain is ending, but what I really mean is, like, the worst of it is over. It's done. Like, you've already gotten through the storm, and it may be time to, like, slow down and take into account of where you actually are now. Because I feel like you know how some people can get through a war, but it takes them a really long time to come back to just being a civilian again. And that's the type of energy that I'm getting, where you might feel like you still need to go for survival, and it's behind you now. So we got the software update and drink water, which I feel like is definitely adding to that. Take some time so you can sharpen your axis. So let's see if I can find this. Me and this booklet are beefing today. So let's see if we can, maybe it's what that S is. They don't put things like in alphabetical order in the way that I would think they would be in here. The software update. This is an invitation to evolve. If declined, all of your life will be experienced through the lens of your outdated software. This may be improved upon old features. This may improve upon old features or add something new entirely. Okay, then we got drink water. I feel like that is self-explanatory, but I'm going to read it. It's fine. Totally fine. Since the dawn of this planet, water has held the highly esteemed role of sustaining all life. The saying goes, if you're looking for life, look for water. The human form is made up of 60% water. When the body loses just 5% of its total body water, negative and often painful effects begin to set in. On average, losing a rate of 2 to 3 liters of water per day, it doesn't take much for dehydration to start chipping away at the body on a cellular level. Chronic dehydration rates are at an all-time high. But remember, just because this is happening on a large scale does not mean it is normal. So please do yourself a favor and drink water. Your life literally depends on it. Oh, cheers to that. So, yeah, I think earlier I said I saw you drinking a lot of water, preparing baths. If you feel like you are dehydrated, like taking a shower, a bath, and drinking water, you can hydrate from that way, like out from the outside in. You can definitely do that. So cheers. Hope you got some water. Okay. This was a good reading. This was a good one. Oh, if you want to book a personal reading, all of my links are down below. If this resonated for you, please comment below and let me know. I would love to hear from you guys. Okay, I'm gonna try and be more regular with these. Thank you for your patience. Love you, bye.